today's show, we go through the Celsius Bankruptcy Chapter 11 filing, and we show you how the CEO of FTX became their largest creditor. Before we start, please hit that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber, and also hit the like button. As always, we start with the market. As you can see, the market cap here is 971 billion, which is excellent. So it's gone up from yesterday. The BTC, which is Bitcoin dominance, that's 40.78%. That's gone down slightly. The Ethereum dominance, that's up at 15.04%. So that would indicate Ethereum has had a good 24 hours. And with regards to the bull and bear, it's at 8%. This basically means that we're still in a bear market. And we always want that to go up to around 80 or 85 so that we're in a bull market. But as you can see, we are really away from that. We're just sitting there at 8%. So big bear market as we've been since November, really, last year. So we're looking here 7-8 months we've been in a bear market. And as we look at the sectors, the yield farming sector, that's done well today. It's up 2.18%. Exchange-based token done well as well, 2.07% up. Derivatives has done well, 2.91% up. Metaverse has done well, 1.15% up. Meme tokens done extremely well, 2.86% up. And the layer 1 sector has done well, which is 1.63% up. So that indicates in the last 24 hours things have been going great. With regards to the daily returns, let's see what sticks out here. Shiba Inu, 10%. That's good to see that there. We've got DYDX at 7%. Surprising one here is the Terra Classic USD at 15.74%. The worst performance in terms of daily returns, as you can see here. Let's see what sticks out on here. Looks Rare. I mean, this is an excellent project. LooksRare is actually an NFT marketplace. It's number 2 in terms of volume, in terms of NFT volume. So it's a good project. But as you can see, it is down in terms of daily returns. It's one of the worst at minus 1.1% there. So that's not good, but things happen. With regards to the prices, as we can see on here, the 7-day, a lot of reds on there on the 7-day chart, and as we scroll down. But as you can see on the 1 hour and the 24 hour, a lot of green on there, and that's because we've done quite well within the last 24 hours. Looks like things are still quite good within the last hour, but as you can see, a lot of reds there on the 7-day chart, and that is because last week this time we were at 1 trillion, and now this time, as you can see, we're in 971 billion in terms of market cap. So that really explains the red in terms of the 7-day. With regards to the price, let's look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin cost $20,841 each today. That is up 2.17% from yesterday. The TM grade is at 19.8%, so it's still at the sell. So it's a very bear market there. We're always looking for it to come up to that 85%, 85%, and that would indicate a nice bull market. If we look at the chart, it's been just trading in that range, as you can see. The range, it's got support levels there around 18,900, the support level, and you can see that it's got resistance there once it hits around that 21,700 sort of mark. So since the middle of June, it's been trading in that range, and as you can see, it went down here and it's gone up there last 2-3 days, so it's still within that range. And with regards to Ethereum today cost $1,225 each. That is 12.68% up. That is extremely high, and that's why earlier on we did notice that the Ethereum dominance had gone up to 15%. Hasn't been at 15% for a very long time, so it's good to see Ethereum performing well. But the TM grade is still 39.15%, So it's really hitting that neutral, or well, nearly. It's nearly going to hit that neutral. Again, we want this to be up on the 80 at least, so 80, 85 in the strong buy sector, but we're away from that, way away from that. The chart, again, same as Bitcoin, it's been going since the middle of June. It's been going kind of sideways, trading in that range. It's got support sort of around that 1,000 mark, and it's got resistance once it hits that 1,250. So it's about to hit resistance on here, it's showing. So we'll see whether it will go through that resistance, or it'll hit the resistance and start coming down as it's been doing for the last month, just trading within that range. So something that we'll look out for this weekend and see what happens. Now, with regards to Celsius, now they have been causing a lot of havoc in the industry. We're just looking at their Ethereum-based wallet. So a combination of all their Ethereum-based wallet. As you can see here, I did send out a tweet earlier on saying that the Celsius wallets combined have just over 1 billion in them. And if we take a look at it live on here, yeah, so it's still just over 1 billion in them. Again, this 1 billion take away about 300 million, so I would say 700 million really, because reason being about 308 million of that, so about 300 million of it is in cell tokens. There's no liquidity there. It'd be virtually impossible for you to get that 300 million in terms of cell. But other things like the 220 million in WBTC, which is wrapped Bitcoin, essentially that's Bitcoin, so the liquidity will be there. So yeah, you know, that's fine. Ethereum 54 million, yes, so there is that liquidity in Ethereum. 36 million USDC, the stable coin by Circle. Again, there's liquidity there, so you'd think, yeah, they can get that at Link. 6 million, yeah, so that, yeah, you'd be able to get that link out there. So a lot of the other coins would look at how much they've got, and we're thinking, yes, they have got liquidity and they can get it out quite easily if they want to, except for the cell token. I doubt they can get that out. I mean, that's just too much. They can't get that. There's no liquidity for that in the cell token. So like I say, out of the 1 billion, just take 300 million out of that. So I would say they've got about 700 million on there in terms of assets. So yeah, we keep a lookout on their wallets just to see what's going on chain. They did have a few debts which they paid off, the DAI debt and the RV and compound finance debt. They managed to pay those off and take their collateral back. So the DAI collateral was approximately 450 billion, 450 million, so that's nearly half a billion. And their RV and compound collateral was approximately 950 million. So together you're looking at 950, you're looking about 1.4 billion in terms of collateral that they managed to get back. As we do know, they have a massive hole. They already told us in their filings, their Chapter 11 filings, that they have about 160 million in cash, which they're going to use to restructure the business, which involves things like continuing to pay the employees and making sure the employees also get their benefits, pay the legal fees, and generally pay whatever it takes in order to restructure the business. They have not put out a proposal yet, but they have anything between 90 and 180 days to put out a proposal from what we hear. But sometimes apparently in Chapter 11 cases, if it's a bit complicated, companies can ask for extensions. So this looks like it's going to be a long, drawn-out affair. With regards to the Celsius network creditors, now, so I put this out, sent out this tweet that in their filings, in Celsius's Chapter 11 bankruptcy filings, it shows that Alameda Research, which is owned by Sam Bankman-Fried, who is the CEO of FTX, well, Celsius owes them 12.7 million. So that's the exposure that Alameda Research has to Celsius, 12.7 million. And let's have a look here. So this is a document. You can see it's 12,770,047. So that's the exact amount that they've put down. Now, if this is cash assets or if it's actually owed in terms of crypto, that could be volatile. If crypto goes down, then figure could go down. If crypto goes up, then the figure could go up. So crypto is very volatile. So that's why it says here unliquidated. That would tell us that it's in crypto. Now, this, as you can see, is Alameda Research Limited. They're the 13th biggest creditor there. And according to the filing, so let's just go here and you see, so I can let you see, as you can see, it is the filing by Celsius Network, their petition to file for bankruptcy under Chapter 11. Now, additional to that, the Chapter 11 filings also show that there's a crypto fund named Pharos. Now, this crypto fund, it's their biggest creditor with 81 million owed to them. And if we look at the document, here we are, you can see 81 million owed to them on there. A Pharos USD Fund SP, Pharos Fund SP. So effectively, these guys here, they are actually connected to the CEO of FTX, Sam. And so they owe 81 million and they're connected to Sam. And Alameda as well, which is connected to Sam, that owes 12.7 million, as we saw here on this document. And it's essentially is the same document. So it's number 1 is these guys, Pharos, and number 13 is the, let's have a look, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, number 13 is Alameda Research, so with the 12.7 million. So if you add both of them together, that would indicate to us that Sam, the CEO of FTX, owes them a total of 81 million. So how do you get to that 81 million? Well, actually not 81 million, because you've got the 12 million on there, and you've got the 81 million here. So the total is actually quite higher than that. The total is 97.3 million, because you take the 81 million and then you add the 12.7 million. That would mean that his exposure, or FTX's exposure, whether it's through FTX, but basically their CEO's exposure with his different companies and different dealings, could amount to 97.3 million. That's what the Celsius Network Chapter 11 bankruptcy filing seemed to show. And that is a lot of money to be owing to Celsius Network, but that's not really a lot for the FTX CEO, because he's a multi-billionaire, and I'm sure his companies do have the resources, because he's been bailing out some companies, and he did go to say that he has about 2 billion that they could use to bail out other companies. So it's a lot of money, but for FTX CEO Sam, it's not a lot of money. So let's look at their tokens. So the Celsius token itself, that is up today, 0.79 cents each they would cost, which is up 26%, but it's still got a 30% TM grade, so still in the sell sector. And if you look at their graph, they've also been just going through a range, though their range is quite big, but they've been just trading through a range in the last month or so, since the beginning, so since the middle of June. And as you can see, their support is around that 50 cents, and it goes up till around that the resistance there is 1.14. So let's just say 1.1314 is their resistance. So that's the range they've been trading, and they've been just going inside that range at the moment. But with FTX, their token as well is up today. It's up 7.95%. It costs $26.6 each. And if you look at the FTX chart, again, same thing. Since the middle of June, it's been trading in a range. So as you can see, their support is around that $23.36 each, and their resistance right up the top is around that $27.84 each. But as you can see, since the middle, it's been in that range, just trading in the range. And that's actually quite true of a lot of tokens. A lot of tokens have been just trading in the range. So the market at the moment, it dipped heavily in June, beginning to middle of June, when, well, actually, yeah, from the beginning of June, but definitely in the middle, because Celsius came up with its freezing of assets on the 12th of June, and that just caused a couple of days of massive sell-offs. And then after that, a lot of the tokens, after the massive liquidations, have just been trading within ranges. And that's indicative of both what's been happening with Bitcoin, what's been happening with Ethereum, the two big tokens, Bitcoin and Ethereum. And as you can see, Celsius had a range is trading at, and you can look here, FTX is also trading at a range. But just to go back, the FTX CEO Sam, he has a whopping 97.3 million exposure to Celsius, and well, he is basically their biggest exposure, but he can afford that. 97.3 million is not really an issue for him, because he's already come out and said they've got 2 billion which they're willing to deploy within the industry if they find other exchanges and things that are on the cheap and they can help save. So if they've got a couple of billion, then they can write off that 97.3 million very easily without it affecting him. Now, with regards to tokens, token metrics. Well, token metrics in both bull and bear markets has a genius AI which uncovers the best investments by scanning over 6,000 cryptocurrencies to provide the critical information needed to find high potential coins only. Now, it's used by customers who are at Coinbase, Facebook, Amazon, HP, Chase, Accenture, Deloitte, Uber, and others. And why do they use it? Well, Token Metrics provides AI-driven ratings, model portfolios for 13 exchanges, exclusive market indicators, automated technical analysis, portfolio tracking and trade alerts, as well as daily written insights and more. Now, if we have a look at their indices, for example, as you can see here, you've got 13 exchanges: Uniswap, PancakeSwap, Gate.io, Gemini, Kraken, KuCoin, FTX.us, FTX, Crypto.com, Coinbase, Binance, Binance.us, and Bitrex. So those are the 13 exchanges, and they provide different indices. So you can pick a low cap one, which is 30 million market cap or below. We've selected no, so we'll go for a non-low cap. And the time horizons, you can pick daily, weekly, monthly. We've selected weekly, and we've selected the KuCoin exchange, because the KuCoin exchange has got a 45.79% return, which is good for their week. And this is the coins it's got on here. So you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different coins in the indices there. And it shows you when they bought them, July 11th. So that's a Monday. So they rebalance on Mondays, and tells you how much they bought them for, the initial price, the current price, portfolio weight, initial cash value, the cash value at the moment, and the amount of tokens they hold. Additional data they do provide here, you've got the previous index holdings. So previously they only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coins. When they rebalanced, it bought a whole load more coins. Tells you also the date they were bought or sold. Tokens bought, it'll tell you the cash value, it'll tell you tokens sold, it'll tell you sold cash value, it tells you total amount of tokens, and so forth. So you get all the data on here. You can play around, go ahead, do your research, and look through. It also gives you daily return performance and the table of statistics. So a lot of details on there that it does provide. Another one that I quite like is the token metrics ratings, the TM grade. At the moment, they've got 537 tokens that they've done. The top one on here that I can see, you're looking here, it's 86.76% GMX. So it has a market cap 241 million, 25 volume of 5 million. So it's bullish in terms of their trading signal. 11.91%, 25 change. The market cap rank is 144. So it's something that, you know, you do your research, have a look, and so forth. Here, look, you've got Uniswap. We're very bullish on Uniswap. We like that. It's a great token, the Uniswap token. And you can do your research. We tend to look at, and I tend to look at tokens that are 80% above. Do some research, and you can find some hidden gems on here. It's a great place to find hidden gems. They also do send you out hidden gems once a week. So this time, infrastructure. This is one they sent quite a while back, but as you can see, they picked two projects there: Audley Network and Z-Clock Network. And yeah, they give you information about the website, documentation, why they like it, the investors, the team. Didn't have any tokens when they actually provided this research, so this is how early they provide you the details. And as for the second one, again, same details, why they like it, information, investors, team. And again, this one did not have any tokens released at the time, but they do give you some really early insights, so you can do your research and get to know those tokens before anybody else. They also have this weekly NFT cheat sheet, which is absolutely fantastic. I do like it. In this particular week, they scored over 30 NFT projects, and they give you one minted project and one pre-mint project. And as you can see on here, they tell you why they like the minted project, give you details with regards to their website, their Twitter, where they're trading. This one seems to trade on OpenSea. They give you some details about them. They give you also information about the scorecard, the team, utility, social media metrics, trading metrics. And for the pre-mint project, they also give you information about the website, the Twitter there. They give you some background about the actual project. Then they go ahead and tell you about the team, the utility of the NFT, social media metrics, and they give you details about when it's going to be minted. Like I say, this was a previous one, so it was minted on 30th of June. The projected mint price, items and collections, and so forth. Whitelist open, yes. So at that time, you could go onto their whitelist if you wanted to get in early. So great research, and they provide it to you nice and early. Then they also have the token metrics navigator. Now, this is a general navigator which gives you information about the sector. So here they always give you information with regards to the DYX, which is a dollar index, which you need that information because it's very correlated to crypto. And as you can see, nice chart here of Ethereum, give you technical analysis, and then they give you the resistance levels and the support levels. They do the same thing for Bitcoin. Technical analysis on Bitcoin here, resistance levels and support levels, and they always have some additional information. So this particular one seems to give the July to October roadmap, and they just give you some details and so forth. You read through and you can make your decisions. For example, here they reckon that crypto rally or stability, best time for vacation, July 7th to July 15th. And yes, it's been quite stable in this last week, really. There's not been that big kind of move up or move down. As we showed you, there's just been a whole load of sideways movements. But they reckon towards the end of July, there might be one big squeeze in the middle. So that would mean that there's going to be a bit of volatility. But we'll have to look, because a lot of an important information really is a lot of companies are going to be giving us their end of the quarter, end of their second quarter results. So if we have really bad results coming out, that is going to cause issues because it might spill over onto the crypto market, and you can get some volatility, sell-offs, and so forth as people react, because they might be thinking, well, the economy is going to go to a recession, but the recession is probably been priced in or not. We don't know, but if there's a lot of bad information coming out, bad results in terms of earnings, in terms of profits, then yes, it would spook the market, and that would cause an issue. So the second half of the month is very, very important that we look at the reporting season for the companies that are giving out their Q2 results. Token Metrics at the moment is running a special offer where you can get a free trial for a limited time. I do have a referral link underneath, and you can get a discount, a lifetime discount, if you use my referral link. Whether you go into the basic, the advanced, the premium, or the VIP plan, it does not matter. If you do decide to use it, use my referral link. It will give you, you will also be able to use their offer, their limited time offer, but it will give you a lifetime discount with regards to the price that you pay. So if you do want to join them and you do want to take advantage of their service, it's an excellent platform. Please do use our referral link down in the bottom of on the bottom here. Additionally, and finally, please follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is @Kenneth Omoya, and I do tweet on there, and I send out tweets that I think that are relevant with regards to the crypto and Web3 market. So go on to Twitter, go on to @Kenneth Omoya, and give me a follow on there. Well, that's all for today. You have a fantastic weekend, and we shall speak to you soon.